What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel Y.O.B. Today, I keep looking over to the right. The camera is right there. Today, I'm doing a review for episode 2 of season 1 of Euphoria. Um, the title is Stuntin' Like My Daddy. So, this episode, we primarily follow Nate. The intro starts with Nate, um, uh, and it's kind of going off of what happened last episode where he was at the party. His girlfriend Maddie was cheating on him, and then he pretty much in this episode goes out his way to get revenge on the guy who was sleeping with her. But I'm gonna start with the negative, and then I'll go into the positive. So, first thing, too much graphic nudity again. This is like, and that's gonna be a staple in the show. And I'm at a certain point, I'm just gonna stop here mentioning it, But there's certain episodes where it's not as prevalent, and there's some episodes where it's just obnoxiously like, okay, can you? Even season 2, there's an episode that we'll get to that when I get to that. But there's an episode that's just like, I think even the audience when I was watching it when it first came out back a couple years ago, people online were like, "This is gross." Like, okay, are we watching porn now? Like, what is this? Chill the fuck out, man. This is like, yeah, I don't care for that. Cringy locker room scene in the beginning when they're going through like his insecurities, and like he's like they literally show like the male locker room, the boys locker room, and you see like guys walk around with their dicks out. It's like, yeah, there's a reason I didn't want to do sports after like the first like couple months. It was at the time where my grades were getting too low, and I had to like stop. But when I got my grades back up, my coach was like, "You want to come back?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Nah. I mean, it is true. It's like I just don't want to see it. Like, you don't have to show us it, and then it's in slow motion. It's just gross. It's unpleasant, and it's just gross. Like, I get it. It's like, if I didn't want to see it in school, why the fuck would I want to see it on a TV show? Yeah. Uh, Cringy intro. Really, I just think Nate's intro is just cringy. And honestly, every time I try to marathon a show, second episode is a turn off for me, because it's just, I know the beginning of the episode is just so weird, and it's just like I think if you are not a fan of the show and you're not willing to, if you don't appreciate the good in it, this is the episode I think will like turn you off from it. Where it's just like, because honestly, when I first watched the show, I was kind of like, this is a little bit much. I don't know if I want to watch this anymore, because it's just gross. But yeah, the intro, like, showing Cal, Nate's dad, having his secret porn stash, bootleg porn stash of himself having sex with what seems to be minors, but it's just, oh my god, dude, it's just so cringe and just weird. I don't like it. It's just weird. It's just over the top weird. It's like, yes, these things happen in real life, and it's like, I get it. It's raw. You're trying to show the trauma. You're trying to show darkness, and at that age. But it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of over the top, and it's just too much. Subtlety speaks more to me than like hitting me upside the head with graphic imagery. It's just like, you can still do it. You just don't have to show everything. You don't have to get so explicit about it. I don't know. Cringy misogyny representation shown through Nate. I don't know, but I didn't really like. I think it was just corny as hell. Where we're going over Nate's likes, or Nate's like list of things he likes about women or girls. Is like, he likes the chokers with the soft fabric, and he likes girls with long necks and small shoulders. He doesn't like girls who sit like boys. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Why are we? This is weird. I don't care. It's just cringy. He's like, okay, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I mean, the writing for the most part is good. I mean, I'm not trying to, I think that it's just when he starts talking about sex and all that shit, it's just like, I don't know, I don't like that. It's just, I'm never gonna like that part about Sam Levinson. I think he's just kind of sleazy in that way, where it's just like, okay, you know, like, oh, he doesn't like, he has no hair, she can't be hair, he doesn't want to see any hair on her, or even on her forearms. It's like, okay. You know, and I do like the part where he's like having a vision of like Maddie getting abducted by like strangers, and it's kind of like some abstract, like, you know, fourth wall break where he's like shooting the guy, and it's like him fantasizing about himself. Like that part kind of follows kind of cool, like his fears and stuff. You know, and I guess they're trying to show what is going on in his mind. You know, I guess, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's just corny and goofy. I'm sorry. I know it might work for some people. It's just my opinion. I always find when I see this episode, that's just corny and goofy to me. It's just like, I don't give a fuck about this guy's sexual like taste in women. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, just get to the point. Come on. Or just, we'll figure out as we go. Like, you know, let's just show it as we go along. Because I really just don't want to sit here and listen to that nonsense. What else? I wrote down another thing. There's a scene where Rue is in class in a gymnasium, and their teacher is like asking him, like, what? It's kind of like when you come back your first day in school, that your teacher asks you, so how was your summer? Everybody come up and make a speech about what you did this summer. And then she asks Rue, because Rue's trying to hide and kind of like not be seen. And she's like, oh yeah, everybody get around and applause Rue. Rue, you go first. And it's like, doesn't she know that she just got a rehab? Like, why are you gonna have this? What's she gonna say? Yeah, I almost OD'd. I didn't. I did OD. And I had to go rehab. So like, why would you force someone who just got rehab to talk in front of class? It's just like, and then it's clear that the whole school knows that Rue got out of rehab. So it's like, wouldn't the teachers know too? I don't know. I just felt that scene. It was kind of like, I don't know. I didn't like that scene. It was kind of like, what? How's the teacher not know that? You're forced this girl who literally just got rehab to go up. It's kind of like, come on. Sometimes I feel like Sam Levinson writes to get characters in a certain situation that pays off, but the build up to it is so contrived that's kind of silly. That's the thing I don't like. Sometimes he does that. It's like where he just tries to get characters into a certain location to have some payoff that sometimes works, but then it's just the build up to it is kind of like, okay, this is like kind of silly. I wrote down, still don't like the pedo vibe the show gives off. Yeah, it's just the vibe. It's just too weird. It's too many. It's just like, I think when you're making a show about children, you could make, you could talk about their sex life and stuff, because that's real life, but at the same time, have some class too, and be like, we don't need to get this gross with it. Just chill, all right? Because it's like, it's just no, bro. I don't like it. And there's other stories. There's plenty of stories that you could talk about that has nothing to do with things. It's just weird that that's his fucking focal point. I wrote down, Nate is a little too insane for breaking into the guy's house. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, this guy's like, is he in a mafia or something? Like, what the fuck? What? I always wonder, like, how powerful is his dad? Like, okay, you really got that kind of leverage, guy? It's just, were you just gonna break into people's houses and shit and like threaten their lives, beat the fuck out of them, and say, well, I was blackmail you, say you raped that girl, she was underage. I don't know, man. This is like, I just feel like that was just, again, it's just like, I understand it's for shock and it's for drama, and I mean, in the moment when you're watching it is entertaining to watch, but it's kind of over the top again, Is every guy on the show bizarre? Um, Worker wanting a blowjob from Rue because Rue was at her AA meeting or whatever. Not AA, I think it's Alcohol Anonymous. But it's kind of those drug count, group therapy sessions. Um, and she needs a sign. I think she needs to have someone sign the guy, kind of like the guy who keeps track of everybody who comes to the meeting. She needs him to sign that she did it, and then he's like, I can't do that. And then she's like, oh, well, what if I suck your dick? And then he's like, you wanna go in my car? And then she's like, I'm 17, you weirdo. So now sign it. Oh, okay. It's just like, is every character in this show a weirdo? Like, does everyone have to be bizarre? Like, I would just be like, what? It's like, I don't know. He's like, no. That sounds like a trap. That's what it sounds like. It's like, yeah, why were you not offering this until you needed this? Yeah, no, that'd be a trap. Like, no, I want my job, thanks. It's like, it's just, I don't know, man. Cheerleaders were, I wrote down cheerleaders were over-sexualized in school, but that's not even just a show, that was just in general. Like, when I was in school, I remember the cheerleaders being over-sexualized, and there's nothing against the show, it's just that, I guess that's real, but at the same time, I still find it, even in real life, I've always thought, even teachers, I've had teachers say, like, he found it very inappropriate, the outfits that the girls were wearing and how they were dancing, like, they were like twerking. And so I'm like, what is this? It's like, this is a school. Like, this is not the strip club. I don't know why. What happened to girls have pom-poms and just, coming up with a catchy slogan for the team. It's like, it turned into now they're like strippers and shit. It's like, cringe as fuck. Don't care about Cassie and McKay. I just don't care about the relationship. I don't care I just don't really care for Cindy Sweeney ever since the American Eagle. Like, it's been before that. The girl is just, I'm tired of her. She's in everything. I don't think she's a talented actress. I just don't really care. She just gets by on looking sweet. That's pretty much it. And it's just like, okay. But her vanity is ugly. That's the thing. It's like, it's like, why can't you promote someone like the girl that played Lexi? She's sweet too, but she's more, I think she's just more, she comes across more innocent than someone like, I don't want to go into that, it's giving me a headache. Anyway, I wrote down, Nate is a supervillain for beating up Guy. Yeah. And then, again, like, and then he's like, he beats him up and he puts his clothes on. And it's just like, bro, what is this guy, a psychopath? Like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, I don't even understand how he could lead into this kind of degeneracy. Like, what? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of like he has a lot of ego because of his father and stuff, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just weird. And then one more thing that I wanted to put on the record is Drake was an executive producer for this show. Like, what the fuck? Why? It's just like, out of everything Drake could produce, he's gonna produce this. I see why he produced it. Drake, my guy. What's wrong with you? Like, you're just weird. Drake is just weird. It's like, he pops up at the most bizarre times too. At that Travis Scott concert where a lot of people died. Drake was there too. It's just like, Drake, you always pop in those bizarre ass places. Like, whatever. Okay, now on to the good. Again, the cinematography still looks beautiful, like the first episode. I think it's the main thing that I love about the show is the cinematography. It never fails. I think that is the best. But it's produced. I mean, this is the cinematography is, I believe, done by the teams that are in A24 studio, and A24 is known for making beautiful cinematography, beautiful looking films. You know, you can say what you want about their films, but they always look beautiful. You know. The writing, majority of the writing, I do like the majority of writing in a film. I think that it's very. I mean, it just feels. I mean, I like the writing. I do for the most part. I do think the writing is good, even when it's kind of weird. It's still like I do like the writing. You know, I think I like the writing in this episode more than the second episode. I don't like the beginning of it. You know, and I don't really think I don't like the beginning of the episode because of the writing. I think it's more of just the visuals and the graphics, sexuality. It's like we don't need to see this. We don't see Zendaya having graphic sex scenes, so why is every other character have these? Like we're watching Game of Thrones and shit. It's like chill out. We don't need it to. It's not. It doesn't make it better. It's like you can just tell us what's happening, and we could hear like audio and be like, oh, we know what's going on. We don't have to actually see it. You know, it's like I just don't really want to see some grown man put his thumb in a young boy's mouth and stuff. It just looks weird and it's creepy and it makes people uncomfortable and it's just like, bro, I don't want to see this. It's just weird. Please, you know, like maybe that's what you like watching, Sam Lesson, but please, can you like spare us the trauma? It's like I just don't really want to see that. It's just really cringy and weird. Acting is really good from everybody, really. Rue's story is still the best part. I mean, besides the cinematography, Rue's storyline is still the best part in my opinion. I like Rue's story. It's just the most engaging story to me, where it's really the reason I'm invested in the show. That's why I get annoyed when we start following other characters. It's almost like, you know, I like Kat, you know, Barbara Ferreira, and I'm like, I don't really want to follow her too much either. I kind of just want to follow Rue. You know, I mean, we could make, I don't know. It's fun, I guess, to kind of bounce from character to character, but sometimes it feels like it's just some characters are just not really, I don't know. I think Rue is just the most interesting character. You know, and I think you could have all the characters, you know, be seen through her, you know. I don't know. I said already, Barbara Ferreira is a great actress. I really do think she's good in the show. The kid who plays Ethan, I forgot his name. He was in Weapons. I already talked about how much he did a good job in that movie. I believe this is the first episode. That actor that plays Ethan, it shows up, and he is a good actor. I like him as an actor. I think he's good. Zendaya is really good in the episode. Music is still really good. I like Rue's agitation from when she lost her pills after she was in class and she had a nervous breakdown because of a teacher asking her, well, tell us about what you did last summer. And she was just thinking about her summer, and it was when she OD'd. She's sitting there kind of having like a mental like breakdown. And she's like, I can't do this. She just goes to the bathroom, and she's about to do her pills, and then Lexi comes in, startles her, and then she throws it into the toilet. But then she realizes Lexi, and she gets fucking agitated, and she knows just like. And I kind of understand that because I've been in situations like that, especially because I mean, I was addicted to pills, and it's like it puts you in a mind state of like you're desperate all the time, and you're always kind of just you either like just you're annoyed, agitated by the world, or you're just like sleepwalking. And it was a horrible experience, and I mean that's why I do care about Rue as a character, because I do relate to that. It's like, and it's sad to see her be mad at her friends. It's kind of showing what drugs do to people. That, you know, when you used to have friends, like, because I started doing that when I was in high school. When I was in middle school, And only did 1 year in the town I lived in. Middle school was like, yeah, like 1 year before I went to high school. And I had a bunch of friends that were like straight edge, didn't do drugs because I didn't do drugs or smoke. I didn't smoke cigarettes, didn't drink or anything. And then when I got in high school and I got around other people who did, I started experimenting with stuff like that. And I started losing those kind of friends. And even though they would kind of still come back to me and they would still be like, yo, hey, well, you're kind of different now. Remember? I was showing them kind of like, because I'm just kind of just obsessed with pills or drugs or alcohol. I would just start like getting agitated with them, almost kind of like, get the fuck away from me, like I don't got time for this. And then looking back on it now, it's like you lose a lot of friends, good friends, you know, when you're living a toxic lifestyle like that. Oh, my back. Oh, man. Oh. But yeah. Let me see where I was. I like Ali, the actor that plays Ali. He makes, I think this is the first episode that he shows up in. And he's making a speech for the you know the drug group therapy session. I don't know what they call those things. Shit, that's probably what I should have been going to when I was a kid. But yeah, I like that actor. Kat's paranoia makes sense when her sex video gets leaked on the internet and how paranoid she is. And I do like how Rue explains it, and she's like, you know, 10 people online could feel like everybody knows who you are, because people really do live their life online, and they think everything is, they think Twitter's real, they think Instagram's like real life. And people are completely different than they are. Like, people don't care about that shit like they do online, you know, in real life, you know. And I mean, I did like that writing part right there. The twin brothers are funny. Like, I love those actors. I don't think they don't show up in the second season. There's a lot of great actors and actresses that don't show up in the second season, which I always thought. Even McKay gets like only one episode, and then he's just like, bye. Which was like, okay, like, what the fuck happened to McKay? Like, is he part of the show too? It's like, okay. Weird. This totally written out of the show entirely. And I do think the kid that plays McKay is a good actor. I haven't seen him in anything else, but he was a good actor in the show. Man, just pull a muscle on my back. Sometimes that happens, but that's not gonna hurry up get this done. It kind of hurts. Oh, Jules and Rue have great chemistry. Hunter Schafer and Zendaya, I think, are friends in real life. And it clearly shows they have like a sweet bond where it does kind of feel like they are like a couple. You know, they're very cute together. You know, which just makes it more shittier when she's like fucking texting Shy Guy, wherever her online like boyfriend, Jules. She's trying to like, she's talking to some guy online, and then it's to find out, surprise, surprise, is Nate Jacobs. And it's just like, okay. I remember when I first saw it, it did shock me. I was kind of like, I don't know. I don't think it shocked me, actually. I think it kind of had a feeling, because he was always, well, he's like, the dude looks confused, and it starts off where he's like traumatized. Look at his dad's weird porn collection. So he's like, okay, and then this guy is like uberly trying to be macho. It's like, usually those guys are always like, I ain't gay, fucking queers, I ain't gay. You watch their fucking, look at their porn history, their browser history, like, whoa, what the hell is this? So why do you have a whole list of dicks on your phone? I got hacked. That's not my phone. I'm gonna kill you for that. I mean, I kind of knew it after he beat up the dude. I was like, this guy has something he's hiding, seriously. If you're this, like, dude, you are like the star, like, quarterback of the school. You could get any girlfriend. Why are you first of all going out with this bimbo, like Maddie? Like, you can't find any other chick? It's just like, oh my god. Yeah, I knew he was hiding something. So that's when I'm like, it wasn't really surprising, honestly. I think when I first saw it, because I was kind of like, yeah, this guy is clearly confused. So it was like, shocker. And then it's just like, and then that just makes me not really like Jules' character, because when she gets caught up with him, it's just like, come on, man. And all this, like, that's another thing. Everybody on their phones all the time. It's just like, I'm sick of that. It's like, I know that's like real life, but that's, I mean, and it's kind of showing real life. I mean, that's what people are now, young, especially young people. And it's just like, man, I'm so fucking tired of seeing people just sitting on the phones talking to people. It's just like when you have someone right there. You know, you have a person right there you could talk to. You have someone that you could care for right there. And it's like, who else? Who else? I gotta talk to someone else. It's just like, people are just so easily distracted in this life. It's just ridiculous. Great drug deal scene with Fez and Rue at the end. I do like the setup and the scene where Fez and Rue comes over Fez's house. He tells her, she just kind of barges in, and he tells her, no, you can't be here. And then she's like, no, I need drugs, which Rue's kind of pissed me off, because it's like, listen, girl, if your drug dealer says you can't be here, you might want to just go. You don't tell your drug dealer, oh, I'm going to stay here until you give me drugs. Like, bitch, you don't get the fuck up out of my house. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't got this demand drugs from me. The fuck do you think this is? No, we're cool, but it ain't that cool. It's like, hold on now. I thought it was just so mean-spirited and disrespectful. And maybe this was because she was like, lost her pills earlier, but it's like, man, I've been I've been so desperate for pills before, or any like drug before, where but I never like barged into a drug dealer's house and said, hey, I'm gonna sit here now and you're gonna give me what I want. Yeah, that's a good way of not getting anything ever again from them. It's like, what the fuck? But and then the drug dealer too, the one Hispanic guy that's like the drug dealer for Fezco, or Fez, is like, that dude does not look like an actor. He looks like, where'd you guys get this dude from? Literally, he just got out of fucking prison. Like, what the fuck? The dude looks legitimately scary as fuck. I always thought, I was like, why? This guy's not an actor. Like, where'd you find this guy? You literally just go into like the hood somewhere on a corner, like, hey, you want to be in a TV show? Yeah, man, let's do this shit. Come on, man, let's do this shit. It's like, if I was in there, but I remember I was telling my mom a joke. I was like, he probably looks so scary because he probably is a good actor. Maybe he's like, he looks scary, but then if you see him in real life, it's like, hi, how's it going? Those tattoos on his face are probably fake as fuck. It's like, hi, I'm a dentist, and I'm actually really against drugs. Really against drugs. It's like, oh my god. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If I rate the episode, I will give the episode a. This is actually a pretty good episode. I just don't like the beginning. I think I'll just give it an 8 out of 10 because I really don't like the graphic sexual imagery in the beginning. It's kind of a turn off. It's rough to get into the show, you know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, 8 out of 10 is my rating for episode 2, Stunting Like My Daddy. Let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments below, and if you can, please feel free to hit like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And as always, may the force be with you. Peace and out.